Have a quick conversation about international shipping, and most importantly, I want to focus on how to send packages this year. Okay, so here's a précis I want you to really pay attention to when it comes to finding affordable shipping options. A little research goes a long way. It's all about really seeing your opportunities, your options, the challenges. Okay, you can also contact reputable international shipping carriers like UPS, DHL, USPS, and also FedEx. Okay, and also you can take advantage of online tools and shipping calculators to actually have a clear idea about where the cost effectiveness lies, how to compare cost across different carriers. Okay, and it's important to understand that the first thing you want to do when it comes to researching affordable international shipping carriers is to see which one really has a solution that really fits your specific options. Because are you doing e-commerce? Are you doing regular brick and mortar commerce? Are you doing? Are you willing to ship something internationally, like on the personal side or on the business side? So it's important when you research affordable international shipping carriers, you want to utilize online tools for shipping cost comparison because you do not want to spend money like more than you do not want to spend more money than you should be. Okay, and so you can actually utilize online tools for shipping cost comparison, but also checking things like customer reviews and ratings, which can really help you select a reliable carrier. And you need that so you don't save, you don't actually spend more than you should be. Okay, I want to insist on that. Now you also need to understand the basics of shipping rates because shipping rates are the fees for transporting goods from one location to another. And for international shipping, these rates are influenced by numerous factors, including the package's weight and dimensions, the shipping method chosen, such as air freight or ocean freight, and also the speed of delivery. Okay, but you have to also think about if there is a country that imposes duty taxes on U.S. products, you have to account for that. As so also you got to think about customs clearance. Also, there could be some regulatory fees on that front too. So rates can vary significantly between carriers and shipping routes, depending on the geography you want to target. So you want to compare and contrast shipping providers and methods to select actually the most cost-effective option that really meets your needs in the short, but also in the long run. So let me talk to you about the factors here. So what are the factors that affect international shipping costs? You have a lot of factors, but I want to really focus on a few of them, like things like distance and destination, the package size and weight, the shipping method, customs and duties, and also fuel surcharges. So those are important elements to actually think about, especially if you want to analyze the shipping landscape properly. So, for instance, when you think about shipping and destination, I mean distance and destination, the farther the goods need to travel, the higher the shipping cost. I mean that's logical. Additionally, some destinations may have higher handling fees, customs duties, or taxes contributing to the cost. Also, think about the package size and weights, right? Carriers calculate shipping cost based on the package's weight and dimensions. Heavier and bulkier items usually incur higher shipping charges, and different shipping methods such as express, standard, or economy come with varying price tags. So, fast shipping options like air freight are more expensive than slower options like ocean freight. Also, think about customs and duties. So, import taxes and duties imposed by the destination country, I think, as I said a little earlier, can increase the shipping cost overall. So, you want to be aware of those potential extra charges. And also, think about fuel surcharges, and especially when it comes to like streamlining the operation for your shipping. So, you also got to think about packaging tips for international shipping. So, choosing suitable packaging materials is kind of crucial. So, sturdy boxes and bubble wrap are excellent, actually, protection. And also, you want to choose the suitable packaging materials because those are going to help you actually be eco-friendly but also sustainable. Okay, and so start with a sturdy, high-quality box. Bubble wrap and foam sheets provide excellent cushioning. To fill gaps, you want to invest in packing peanuts or crumpled paper. Also, you want to secure and protect items for long distance shipping, right? Securing items for long distance shipping is really essential to prevent damages. So what you want to do here is that you want to start by wrapping up each item individually, preferably with bubble wrap. Add foam inserts around fragile items and fill gaps with packing peanuts for extra safety. Ensure the items are actually snug to actually prevent shifting. Use heavy duty tape to seal all seams of the package securely. So that's kind of cool, especially when you think about the flexibility. And you want to label boxes with fragile where needed. And so wrapping items carefully and packing thoughtfully guarantees a safe delivery across actually international borders. So this is an extra layer of granularity, but also an extra layer of sturdiness, and this will help your international shipping. You also want to think about custom regulations and restrictions, okay? And so when you ship internationally, you have to really understand that each country has its own set of rules and requirements, which can be really which can really help you once you understand them, because you can save time and money, okay? So you want to check if any items are restricted or even prohibited in the destination country, okay? So that you can avoid potential delays and fines. You never know. Also, you want to understand customs regulations for different countries. Okay, so it's one of those things where you want to visit maybe the official government websites or consult with a shipping center for accurate information. And also using declared value forms and item descriptions ensures smoother customs processes. And be mindful also of this regulation so that you can avoid fines or delays. And it's always better to double check before shipping anything abroad. Invest a few minutes in understanding customs that so you can save many headaches later, okay? Also, identify restricted items in international shipping, because remember, you are shipping from the States to a foreign country. They have different rules, okay? So sending packages abroad requires knowing what items are restricted or prohibited. Each country, once again, it has a specific list. Some countries do not accept food, planes, or electronics. So research really, when you think about it, is key here. And shipping centers often provide lists of restricted items for various destinations. So it's always wise to double check with the carrier too, so you have a clear idea what's really happening here. And so do not ignore those rules, because you are exposing yourself to fines or even confiscated goods. Okay, so always verify before packing those unique gifts or essential, what you call quote unquote essential documents. So careful planning ensures that you have a smooth and hassle-free shipping process down the road. So that's really important. For instance, if you were to ship, let's say from the US to Brazil, you want to really think about the customs clearance, particularly the remessa conforme. So you want to really make sure that you are complying with local regulations. When you think about international shipping hacks, you want to really think about efficient labeling and documentation. Okay, so clear labeling ensures smooth delivery. So always include the senders and recipients' names and addresses. Use capital letters for readability, because if you were to go with a lowercase, nobody knows what you're talking about. Okay, especially if you have unreadable writing like me. Okay, and it's also helpful to add a phone number and email for contact if something is really happening. So documentation is crucial for customs, okay? Complete the forms accurately, detail the contents and their value, mention if the items are gifts, samples, or merchandise, and keep copies of all paperwork. And the cool thing is using durable labels can prevent damage during transit, and that's kind of cool. And also you want to label international packages precisely. So precise and accurate labeling is kind of crucial for a smooth international shipping. Always include the senders and recipient full names and addresses. That's kind of cool. And also, what you want to do here is that you want to prepare necessary documentation for customs clearance. So what you want to do is you want to always double check the required documents before shipping internationally. You'll often need a commercial invoice, which details the contents actually and value of the package. Some countries require specific forms, so doing your homework is kind of essential. And so you want to include, as for instance, the packing list, so that you can help customs officers understand what's inside, because you want to make their life easy so they can actually release your goods real fast. Okay. Don't forget to fill out any necessary declarations accurately, and also complete or correct documentation to ensure your shipment is processed, because otherwise you're not going to have your shipment processed and you'll be pissed, and that's not the goal here. You want to include all necessary paperwork in a clear pouch attached to the package, and this makes customs processing faster and more efficient. Like I said, I think I said this a little earlier, you always want to have a phone number. You want to have an email and phone number so that if there's anything, you can be contacted real fast, and you can actually at least be given the chance to actually react real fast too. So that's really important to think about that. And you have to think about that right off the bat. Think about it at the beginning of the process. I want to talk to you about cost savings here. So how do you save money on international shipping? So the cool thing is you have the possibilities depending on the country where you're shipping to. You can find cost effective strategy so that you can lower expenses in the long run. So you can utilize shipping discounts and promotions. Okay, and you have many carriers offering deals and loyalty programs. Another strategy is to actually consolidate packages to actually minimize shipping fees over time. Okay, because sending multiple items together can reduce cost, especially in the long run. So be sure to always compare and contrast services from different carriers using online tools. Also think about timing also, okay? Shipping during off-peak times can often result in lower rates. So if you are shipping, let's say around November or December, you are going to pay crazy high fees, okay? You can also utilize shipping discounts and promotions to your advantage because, again, the thing is, many carriers want to have actually new customers, or even they want to retain existing customers. So what they do is they offer seasonal promotions and discounts. Okay, so that if you actually can seize those seasonal promotions and discounts, you can save a bundle of cash on international shipping. So sign up for emails or newsletters from shipping companies so that you can stay informed about those deals. Okay. Also, you can actually think about making sure that you are joining loyalty programs. That can really be helpful also. Also, you want to really think about minimizing shipping fees and taxes. So, you want to really use regional fulfillment centers, for instance, so you can cut down on shipping distances and fees. And also make sure you are declaring the accurate value of items that you have. That way you can actually minimize taxes. Another thing you can do is that you want to choose the right packaging. You want to utilize technology. You want to negotiate with carriers if you can. I mean, if you cannot go through a third party fulfillment center, you want to streamline processes. That's really good. You want to leverage regional carriers. Depending on the country where you're shipping to, you want to leverage those regional carriers. And DHL, by the way, is a great player when it comes to international shipping. Okay, you want to offer flexible delivery options, monitor performance metrics like your KPIs. Think about having sustainable practices, training and development. You want to constantly review and adjust your operations. So that's kind of important, especially if you want to have a pretty sustainable process in the long run. So here's an evaluation I want you to really think about. When choosing the right courier service, you got to really ask yourself what your priorities are, because if you are shipping internationally, you want to make sure you have the right sort of mixture of affordability, but also efficiency. So one thing you want to do first is to identify your needs, okay? Things like delivery speed, determine if you need same day, next day, or standard delivery. You want to really pay attention to parcel size and weight. So this is the opportunity for you to confirm the service can actually handle the size and weight of your package. And also you want to verify if the courier delivers to your specific destination, local, national, or international, okay? And this is actually where destination plays an important role, because there are certain countries that are on OFAC prohibited list of OFAC banned countries. So after identifying your needs, you need to compare prices. So get multiple quotes. So reach out to various courier services for price comparisons. Consider also value over cost. So cheap is not always best. Evaluate if the services offered justify the cost. That will help you in the long run. And you also want to actually check reliability. So read reviews, request also references. Look for insurance and guarantees also. Insurance coverage is really important, especially for high value items. You also want to think about service guarantees. So check if the provider offers money back guarantees for timely deliveries. You want to evaluate customer support. So with customer support, I want you to think about responsiveness, but also availability. So customer service should be accessible during your operational hours, and also responsiveness. You want to test the service's responsiveness by contacting them with a few queries and few queries, and you want to see how fast they actually reply to you. Next, you want to evaluate technology and tracking in terms of tracking capabilities and also user friendliness of platforms. And you also want to verify handling practices if any, okay? Things like packaging guidelines, also handling procedures. Check if they have protocols for handling fragile or sensitive goods. And last but not the least, you want to review contract terms, okay? And in terms of contract terms, you want to think about flexibility. So you want to look at especially the cancellation policies, and also pay attention to hidden fees, okay? If there are any hidden fees or charges that might apply to your specific situation, pay attention to that as well. So here's a strategy I want you to think about. In terms of international shipping hacks, the thing is you always want to find your nearest shipping center, right? It's all about actually first of all choosing your shipping carrier. You want to go for DHL, you want to go for FedEx, you want to go for UPS or USPS or a third party of shipping partner. Once you make your choice, you got to really ask yourself what kind of a situation you want to really deal with in terms of logistics, but also in terms of shipping center. So you can also go for a 2PL or 3PL provider, for instance. So what you want to do here is you want to always make sure that you're looking for the right location for your specific services, because the whole thing is that when you actually compare and contrast all the options that you have, you always have to really understand what's really happening, what's really important, but most importantly, what's efficient, because that's what you want. You want to have efficiency down the road, because the strategy is not just about to save money. It's about to save money while also maintaining quality, because quality without affordability is not really sustainable. But also, if the affordability is there, but the quality ain't there, your customers will not going to be happy, right? So it's all about striking the right balance between those two elements. And it's one of those things where when it comes to finding your nearest shipping center, you always have to make sure that you are selecting the most convenient location based on the affordability, based on their setup, but based also on their logistics, okay? But also based on the proximity that location has vis-a-vis the target audience, like where your customers are located. If you're shipping internationally in a business, let's say with a business motive, but if you're shipping, let's say personally, that's a different thing, okay? But you also, once you actually select your shipping carrier, make sure that you contact the company. You want to have a conversation with them. You want to really explore several scenarios with them, especially when it comes to shipping. You want them to explain to you how the shipping process works, so you have a clear idea how your goods will travel from A to Z and from one country to another. And most importantly, you want to really have a written sort of document that details and summarizes all the costs that you might actually might consider if you were to choose the company for shipping. So here is a closure to this conversation. I spoke to you about international shipping hacks. I gave you the pre-C, the factors that you need to think about, cost savings, evaluation, the strategy, and now the closure. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.